Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we are in Roblox Studio, and this is the beginner's guide to Roblox Studio. So first of all, you gotta know, you have to download Roblox Studio. You gotta download Roblox Studio first, so that's how you can make your games. So here you can see your recent experience. These are mine, and here are the templates that you can choose from. And here are the other YouTube videos to help you with other stuff. Here are your all your experiences. And here is templates, so you can choose from any of these templates. The main one is base plate. So if we go to base plate, we're in here. And you can see we have a toolbox here. So for this toolbox, you can see there's different stuff you can see here. You can see audio and stuff. So here you can this is where you play your spawn. And here you can click like a noob if you want a noob. You can move him around by dragging him. Or you can use these. Like this is the move block. This is the scale block. And this is the rotate block. And this is the transform block. Yeah, and that's the transform block. So now we are gonna show you how to make your own part. So first of all, you see this. This is where you can create a new part. And here you can edit the part. Like you can choose color or the material. So for example, if you press this here, you can see these you can choose from. So let's press block. And then now let's press sphere. Then now let's press wedge. Now let's press corner wedge. And now let's press cylinder. So these are all the items you can work with. So if you drag them down from that mountain I just made, you see this is the main part. And here is your explorer. Everything's in workspace. So that's everything. That's the big model's parents. So to make a model, you gotta highlight what you want to make a model. And you can press group. And then here you got your own model. You can rename it to what you want. And then you can move it all around. You can also still open the model and then move stuff like from here. And you can still move it inside the model. And when you click the model again, you can still move it. So now we're going to move on to editing these parts. So as I said before, you can use these. So example, I'm going to use the brick. And we can change the color of green bricks all the way to blue bricks. For now, I'm going to keep it with red bricks. So now I'm going to show you how to build your first house. So if you want to make a house, you can do any material. For my house, I'm going to choose a material as, let's make a cardboard house. And I'm going to change it to brown. And I don't want that. And if you want to undo, you can do Control Z or delete your part. And here's the block. So then I'm going to press that and then that. And here we got a cardboard part. And then I'm going to scale it out by using that there. And you can change like that. And you can also change how much radius you want it. So if you see it's 1, it's changing by 1. If I want it to change by, let's say, 100, that's going to be a lot. You can see it went really far. You can see it going really far. And so I'm going to change it to 0.01 because that's what I use. But I think you will use 1 stud for beginning. So I'm going to change this into a 10 by 10 block. And that's a 10 by 10 block. And then I'm going to press another part again. And then rotate it 90 degrees. And then put it like that. And for the rotating, you can also change how much you want. I use 0.5, but you can use 10. Yeah, 10. Okay, so now we're going to put something like this. So now we're going to place this on top of here. And then you put it like that. I can scale it up. I'll let it do by 10. And then if you do the opposite clicking, you come to here, and it's different from here if you click it from there. So if I click it from here, you can see you can duplicate, delete, group as model, group as for, union, negate, select parent, or all of these other stuff. And you can cut and copy. So if you do it from here, though, you can rename or do these other stuff. Some are the same, though. So now you see if you like put it your block inside here, you'll see it has like it's glitching like that. That is not a good sign. Then people won't like that in your game. So that's why you gotta edit that. So now we got 2 walls after you duplicate it from that one. And now we're gonna put another part, and we're gonna put it the same material, and we're gonna put it this time. We're gonna put it to one. We're gonna put it to 1 block, but this is gonna be our entrance. So see, that's gonna be our entrance. Then I duplicate it from there, the entrance from there, and I move it to there. And now I'm gonna place a part there, and then change the colors again, and then move it like that. So I have space for doors in my cardboard house. So if you want to see how big a real avatar is for your thing, you can just get an NPC and then look at the height. So you can see that mine's is perfectly fitting for this noob. And so now we're going to put the opposite side of the cardboard house. And you can choose whatever materials you want if you're not using it. If you're using the same thing right now, that's okay. You can make your own house. So now you see that we have this cardboard shack. So now you can put a flat roof or a modeled roof. And here is the flat roof we're going to make right now. So we're going to make it like that. We're going to put it on top and then square it out like that. And then we got a cardboard shack. But here, now if you want it like that, you can also do this without grouping all of them. I'm going to move it all the way here and then delete that. And then I'm going to choose a different material for this. Let's do clay roof tiles, and let's put it to be orange. So now we got these clay roof tiles. And now you see there's this rotate button. And with the rotate button, you can also do something like that. Or you can just place it on the ground like here. And then now we're going to do that and then duplicate it like this. And then now we got a roof like that. And now all you gotta do is duplicate it over and over again. And since it's so big, it's gonna be easy to duplicate all this. And then that's how you duplicate all of them. And see, that's how you duplicate it. And then you're gonna place part and then do the same for this. And then you're gonna size it so it's out small enough to fit here. Or you can make a cylinder and fit it in the middle of these, which is very advanced. So you'll have a good start when you actually start if you make a cylinder right now. So now if you see it's glitching like that, so you got to make it smaller on that side. So now you see it looks weird with this, like you see like these. So now we're going to make a cylinder. So this is going to be a little harder. So let's turn it this way and make it smaller. And then we're going to make it like that. And then we got a cylinder right here. And we're going to move it so it actually fits. And then we got to put it down here. And then we got to scale it up. And then we got to put the material. And then and bam, there we got our own little house with the roof. But now, if you want a door, this is going to be a little harder. So now we got to put the door like that. And we can use check it from here. Or we can make it with scripts. And scripts are going to be a little harder, and that's over beginning. So you can watch a different YouTube video to make a door. For now, you can just use a door model. But you see, it's not big enough. So we got to make it like that. So it actually fits, and you can make it like that and like that. Then we gotta do the same for the other house we made. And the other house we made will be different because we're gonna duplicate it like that. And then we gotta size it up the same as the other one. And here we got it like that, and then we got it like that, and then we gotta scale it there. Oh, I forgot to scale it there. And then we gotta move it there. And then now we got two little shacks made out of cardboard. So now if you want to model them, you gotta select what you want to model and then group it. And I'm gonna name it cardboard house. I'm gonna name this one cardboard house. Cardboard shack. So now I'm going to show you something that can help you during your game. So if you look up here in the corner, there's this AI assistant. It can help you build stuff. So I'm going to ask it to build a car that you can drive. So it will be responding to my thing, and I can't play while it's doing that. So in the meantime, let's use some of these. So if you see, these are different stuff, like different everything as a starter. You that you need that essentially. So let's say, I have a UI. Go to UI. This is called the GUI. Goes in the starter GUI, and this is a screen GUI. You can put a label there, and even if you move around, it will still be in the same place. So now let's delete that, and let's go to avatar. So this is for people who want to be very good animators. Oops, I accidentally put two of me. And then here, you're going to press animation and then highlight your rig. And then you're going to have to put add all body. And then lower torso is the main one for our 15 avatars. And here's the upper leg. So I'm going to twist it like that. And I'm going to make it in like a yoga pose. And I'm going to get the left upper arm and then put that backwards, and then that will be holding my leg. And you see that will be holding the leg. And I found out that if you delete your rig and then press Control Z after you get out of there, it will save your thing and you can move it around, but you can't do it for another animation. And here that you can see these. So starter pack is like, let's get a hash typer thing. This will go in a starter pack, and that will be in the inventory. And now if you're wondering, if you see these and like you're wondering how do you use them, it's pretty simple of how you use them. If you look here, this is the thumbnail. It says delete me, and this is the R6. So I will migrate everything from the R6. And now there's this repeat button, and if you do like something like this, you can see it will be this animation that looks really cool. I don't know if you delete that and then do that. Oh yeah, it does something like that. So it looks like you're running away. So that's the car. And this AI goes a little slower. So here's a real car we got right here. And this car is the classic car that everyone uses. I'm just going to close this. This takes a little while, so I would still use it, but like do something in the meantime. And here's the car, the last part. And if you see it's not working, then that means there's scripts that you need to change. But this is all for the beginning. Oh, and this is all for the beginning. And this is what AI made for us. So let me just test this AI. Let's see if AI is that good. AI didn't make it that well. But that's the end of this video, guys. We'll see you in the next one. And bye-bye.